we're talking about one of my absolute favorite baits, the rattle trap. An absolute spring mecca of bass fishing baits that can catch pike and walleye. Now, one of the least appreciated things about a rattle trap is the actual sound it makes. In front of me, I have 4 different rattle traps, and each one, although may look the same shape or size, has a different sound. My first one here has 2 different size beads in it. So it has a thumper and it has some high-pitched little BBs. My second one here has a bunch of larger BBs, so it has more of a dull sound. This one has a very high-pitched little BB sound. And finally, my last one here has 2 tungsten knocker balls in it, and it's a very dull sound. Each one of these make a different bait fish sound that attracts different game fish. So next time you go out, bring a couple different types, try them out and see which one works best for you. I'm Jim O'Neill, and that's another tip on Midwest Outdoors.
Majority of the shorelines will be empty and devoid of fish, but when we're fishing docks like this, what I like to do, I'll skip underneath the pier and I'm gonna look for openings under the pier. So next to the posts, and for largemouth in this regard, which I got one right now, you know, that fish was sitting right under the pier, right next to a dock post, and that's how I was able to catch him just now. When we're shore fishing like this and targeting docks, 90% of the fish are only in 10% of the lake. So make sure you're target shooting the piers, and that's my tip. I'm Andrew Ragas of Midwest Outdoors.
Hey, next time you're worm fishing, keep your worm container upside down. Why? Because when you tip it over and you open it up, all your worms are gonna be at the top. Because what worms do is when they're in a container, they dig down. You'd have to sift through all the bedding in order to get your worms. But if you leave it like that upside down, all the worms will go to the top, flip it over, and you're ready for the next bait. I'm Larry Ladowski, and that's another tip from Midwest Outdoors.
You're fishing with small lures for panfish, these light wire hooks like on this slab wrap. A great tool that you can use to not damage those hooks and also protect the fish and not damage their mouths is this toothpick from Cold Snap. Very simple tool. It's got a little clip. You can put it on your clothing and it's got a strap that'll pull out. Very simple and very effective tool for pulling those light wire hooks out of panfish. Protect those fish and also save your hooks so you can use those lures longer. I'm Roger Cormier, and that's your Midwest Outdoors tip.